Welcome back to Springfield, Missouri, campus at Drury University O'Reilly Family Event Center, and we are at the National Championships, the Christian Homeschool Basketball 34th Annual. We just saw the PT Warriors advance to the 18U Final Four. Right now, we got a matchup with the HEA Firebirds out of Novi, Michigan, just outside of Detroit, taking on the Dallas HSAA Angels. The Angels, the number 1 seed in 5A. The Firebirds, number 3. And you heard us talk about it last night. They pulled the historic upset, beating the MHEA Eagles and ending their 5-year run. They were going for 6 straight years of undisputed. They won it by 1 point last night. Here's the tip-off. And the Firebirds get it. They're in the black uniforms. HSAA, the higher seed, in the white uniforms with the red trim. And Firebirds on the attack. Here's a drive down to the baseline, cut off. Back up top, and then ball is stolen away. Angels on the attack. Quickly the other way, a wide open layup by number 2, Braylon McCrate. He's one of the team's leading
Both teams looking to get out and go.
You ain't kidding. I think this one's not going to be low scoring, just a guess. Firebirds.
Last night we saw McCrate had a big-time ball game, really controlling the tempo of the entire game last round.
Opsimer that time misses his first shot. Boy, he was quiet until the fourth quarter, and then he just lit it up for the Firebirds when they needed it most and was able to have that comeback victory. They were down 5 with not a lot of time left and able to pull it off. That time a miss there by Xavier Carter. Rebound off to the Firebirds. They're going to work it around. Firebirds really a disciplined team. Drive, tossed up a rebound with the left-hander. It's no good, and boy, it's one and done right now. They're cleaning the boards on both ends. 2-0 early lead right now for Dallas HSAA on that transition bucket. Firebirds on defense. Firebirds were 4th in the Midwest. They got upset in the semis and then lost an overtime game for 3rd place to the Tennessee Heat, who will be playing later on tonight. Angels, meanwhile, are coming in here on a roll. Oh, nice fake. Drives it in, just drops it, and somehow rolls off the left side. I thought he was just going to drop it in the bucket that time, but wasn't able to convert.
HSAA was kind of exploring, moving the ball around the perimeter, kind of seeing who the Firebirds, kind of testing who's a strong defender, who's weak. Oh, it only takes one.
Yeah.
Punch the gap.
That's 2 different times. They've had pretty wide open looks, but only converted on one. This time, nice post move there by Xavier Carter. He averages just under 20 points a game, 6.2 rebounds, and so strong inside.
And Xavier Carter was a huge addition for this team. He was not on the team last year.
Yeah.
And that's helped them to reach new heights.
Yeah, in more ways than one. Tyson Davis down there as well. Just a lot of size, but now the Firebirds can counter that with Opsimer and Markowitz. Markowitz has absolutely controlled the paint for HEA in their games this week.
He got pretty good body size for HSAA, so it'll be interesting to see can the size of HSAA slow down some of that aggressive rebounding and inside presence for the Firebirds. Both Davis and Carter, man, pretty strong, pretty well-built kids, or men here in this game.
That time Xavier Carter called for the foul on the box out. Markowitz and him are tied up underneath, so it'll give another chance to HEA. Opsimer's look like he's trying to find his range. Here he comes from 3 on the inbounds, and there it is.
That's a great read.
Yeah, it is.
They've done that a few times.
You get him going. Not only does he shoot the threes, but Jesse, he won the dunk championship on Monday night as well.
Let's go. Does a little bit of everything.
Here's a 3 by HSAA, and it's good. Hudson Hayes connects. Shooting guard averaging just over 12 points a game. That's his first of this one. 7-3, Dallas with the early lead. Winner will advance to play the PT Warriors in the Final Four tomorrow. Firebirds looking for a seam, and they just lost control there that time. Ellis Blair, the senior leader, was driving and kind of fell down. Looks like he's maybe a little bit shaken up.
But tender.
The big question I had, Scott, going into this game for HEA after knocking off the 5-time defending champions is that feeling of euphoria. Are you going to be able to come back from that and be able to take on an opponent that's ready to beat you?
Absolutely. Do they have anything left? Xavier Carter on the feed. Nice find inside there, and he's able to convert. That's his second bucket, and lead now 9-3.
Yeah, HSA is definitely leading the charge when it comes to aggression, kind of taking the fight to their opponent.
Here's a three by Blair, Anderson Blair, and he drains it. 2 3-pointers. That's all the points for HEA. It's 9-6. Dallas would love to make it an all Big South national semi tomorrow. HEA, one of the lone non-Big South teams left in this Elite Eight. McCrate with the ball. Work it around. Carter sets up a pick up top. Opsimer picks him up on that shot. It's no good, and there is Markowitz.
Yeah, he went up high for that rebound.
Yeah, he's a rebounder for sure. The guy can clean the glass. Opsimer now. Firebirds trailing by 3. Ellis Blair. Opsimer thought about it. Faked Carter. Going to kick it over. Here's a 3 by Reband. That's good. Justin Reband.
Man, three different guys.
Yep.
In that first quarter.
They can all shoot. Reband did a great job last night. He drew the assignment of Adebato, who's the grandson of Richie Adebato, who used to coach in the NBA. And, boy, Adebato had his points, but there were spurts there where Reband just basically shut him down, and that really made a huge difference in the game. He comes back the other way, tries to sink a second straight 3. No good. Back the other way comes Dallas. McCrate with the ball.
Man, he's got a quick first step.
There's Toller for 3. Too strong. Rebound to Reband. Reband going to kick it up to Opsimer. Here comes Opsimer on the attack. Stops. Puts it off the glass. No good. Rebound to the hands of Tyson Davis. And now here come the Angels again. 9-9. We're knotted up. Under 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. This boys Class 5A gold ball game. Chance to move on to the Final Four. Great down the left side and then kicks it out. Stops over at the free throw line, and then he tried to dump it down low to Davis, but the ball went off of the defender's hands, so it will stay down here. Good matchup. You can see, like, at least from a visual perspective, it's a pretty evenly matched. Both teams have couple of twin towers, and that time the floater no good. Opsimer off with the board. Blair going to push the speed now, the senior leader for this team out of Michigan. Trellis, we said, do they have anything left from last night? Well, sure looks like it.
It sure does, especially the last couple of possessions where they're able to tie the ball game.
That time, Opsimer got hung up, and that pass was ill-advised, picked off by McGrate. The jump to drop step, no good, but then it's follow-up by his teammate Connor Toller, who draws the foul.
Man, he covered about 6-7 feet of space on that Euro step.
He did,
Man,
and he's
hard.
not a tall guy.
No, that was an impressive move.
Braylon McCrate. They've got a couple of guys, Rodney Hunt and Braylon McCrate, both average 3.2 assists a game. A couple different guys that can work the ball around and find the open teammates. Toller's going to get 2 free throws. First one's no good. He'll get one more.
And I know Toller has been a good leadership presence for this Angels team. He was one of the starters from last year's team and a guy that's able to bring some continuity to this team going into this year.
Puts up the second shot, too strong. Rebound to Reband. Firebirds are – oh, man, he dropped the ball up. He thought Opsimer was going to get it, and he couldn't pick it back up. And, that's a costly mistake.
He could have gotten that ball back. I think he was thinking he had picked it up. He just had stopped dribbling it.
Yeah. Yep, you're right.
But his rhythm, your rhythms aren't off. You're doing a dribble handoff. Not even a handoff. You're just going to kind of dribble it to his teammate.
Yeah.
But even if you couldn't pick it back up, it'd be better off than that.
Right. Yeah, maybe just pick it up even if and then it doesn't give up the break like that. A live ball turnover. Here's Opsimer almost from the other bench. No good. Rebound by Davis. Wow, just soared over everybody. McCrate, what a speed, and blocked by Opsimer. Boy, he flew across the lane and rejected that one. Firebirds now on the break.
Nice pass.
Corner, Blair three. Got it.
Telling you, man, you get the ball to the paint, you kick it out. The odds go up exponentially.
Looking at my score sheet now, 4 different players on HEA with a three-pointer. That's all of their points. They lead at 12-11.
And I think each one of those has come off an assist. Those aren't dribble, step back, James Harden threes.
Yeah.
Those are balls moving in, out.
They're here to play. They didn't leave it all on the court last night, apparently, because they are ready to go. 12-11, 40 seconds to go here. Dallas going to hold the ball, it looks like, for a final shot, and HEA content to let them do it. McCrate.
And Opsummer is getting he was able to tie his shoes again down in the paint.
That's when you know for sure they're not going to do anything. Toller drives it, but just a decoy, kicks it back out to McCrate. Davis comes out to set a pick. McCrate going to drive, kick it to the corner. Here's a three. That's up and good. Nicely drawn play. Firebirds, not much time. Oh, ball knocked away. Almost turned it over. Just had to throw it to the other end. And what a way to end the quarter as number 22, Hudson Hayes, connects on his second three of a great job on that one to take the lead 14-12. We'll head to the second quarter. It is Dallas HSAA in the lead over the HEA Firebirds in this gold ball game. Stay with us. We got more after this.
Ouch! When it hurts. Real time it.
Second quarter action here in the boys 18U Division I Class 5A gold ball game. Dallas HSAA Angels out of Plano, Texas, 23-11 on the year, coming in as a 1 seed. It's the HEA Firebirds, fourth in the Midwest out of Michigan. And right now, on the strength of a three-pointer, right at the last possession there by Hudson Hayes, he had 2 on the game for Dallas. They lead it 14-12. A lot of threes in this one. HSAA going to set up their offense here. Into the game for them now is Andre Cash, as well as Rodney Hunt Jr. A little bit of a different look. It's kind of like what they did at the end. They're trying to milk the clock and then get up that last second shot, that three that they got starting off the quarter.
Now they're getting in some action. A little stagnant early on. There, great paint touch, kick out. You'll live with that shot.
Absolutely. That time Carter, his three was short. Firebirds come up with it. Once again, they picked up the dribble in the backcourt there. Opsimer driving into the game now is J.C. Linskog. That time on the drive, Markowitz puts it up. Are they going to call it?
Called it off, sit on the floor.
Brady Markowitz really wanted him to put that in, but they're going to say it was on the floor.
It's a good move, man. I'd go back there.
Yeah, he's so good in the paint on both ends of the court. He's just a really, really strong player down there. Opsimer going to toss it in under his own bucket. Into the corner for Blair. Rebound. Gave it over to Bauer. Oh, here's Markowitz. He lost it, but went to the hands of Blair. Here's Opsimer to his right. Going to back down his defender. Oh, knocked away. Good defense that time by number 20, Isaiah Sanders for Dallas HSAA. 6:46 to go. Angels up by 2. They're going to work the ball around again and be very deliberate. Run their play. It's Hunt Jr. on the drive. He gets stopped at the block. It's cut off by Bauer. Gets back out to McCrate. McCrate drives, throws up his left hand and sinks it.
Tough finish.
Yeah, it is. 2-4. He's got 4 points now, 2 2-pointers. 16-12, both on drives. And the lead up to 4 now. 2 minutes gone here, just about in this second quarter. Opsimer. all Midwest player. Shot goes up, no good by Markowitz, but he will go to the free throw line. First time he's going to try to get in the scorer's book.
And I like what McCrate did on this end. He wasn't so aggressive right out of the jump. First, he's trying to get in the paint, look to create for others like a good point guard. And then, man, at the end, he went and created something out of nothing. Got a good bucket for his team.
Markowitz first shot, no good.
Sometimes it's hard playing with a guard if he's just so tunnel vision on scoring the ball.
Right.
It can be difficult for other guys to get involved. I think he's done a really good job of getting other guys involved, but then also being a scoring threat himself.
Markowitz sinks the second one. Yeah, sometimes the speedy players, you're right, they're either so fast that nobody else really can get involved in the play, or they're focused on getting to the bucket and to the rim. And McCrate's had a really good balance. And we got a whistle, I think. Oh, got an injury there. Official caught that one. Good catch by him as J.C. Lindskog goes out. Lindskog, one of their double-digit scorers on the season. Well, he's going to go back out.
Oh, I was sending him the trainer.
Oh, there we
I
go.
thought the same
All right, I was going to say.
Heartless move, coach.
6 men on the court.
No, he sent him over to the athletic trainer.
Lindskog was a huge player in the last game. Finished with 13 points, I do believe.
Floater goes up there, no good by Andre Cash II. Pushing it the other way now. HEA, rebound, cut off. But then he picks up his dribble again. The left-hander goes in, throws it up. No good, but he will be at the free throw line as well. Seems like the Firebirds are content to just drive and either get the bucket or draw the contact.
And we can see from the Firebirds, very physical drives. The way they get into the lane, they go in with complete conviction.
Absolutely. Well, they aren't afraid of contact. We saw that last night in that MHEA game as both teams just traded shots back and forth, very physical. He misses the first, he'll get one more try. Sinks the second, rattles it home. He's got 4 now in the game. It's a 16-14 game. Dallas with the ball. Angels trying to move on as the second Big South team to make the 18U Final Four for the boys. Hunt Jr. going to step out top. He and McCrate are going to run things here for the Angels. Cash with the ball. There's a nice interior pass, but they can't finish. But there to clean it up inside, Tyson Davis. That's his first bucket of the game. 18-14. Opsimer for HEA. Here's a 3 by Rebant and a chance for a 4-point play.
You could see that happening beforehand.
Yeah.
Went under the screen, guy came out, knockdown shooter. It's always often those mistakes are compounded.
Yeah.
When you try to over adjust to make up for the earlier mistake.
And instead, he's going to have a chance at a 4-point play. Don't see a lot of those. Rebound, he's so good. He's a very consistent player. Sinks the 3 and gives his team, I believe, well, maybe they gave him a 2 there. I'm not sure what the scoreboard's saying.
That was definitely a 3.
All right, so HSAA on the attack. We've got it tied here, 18-18. Great. Rebant can defend, and he can shoot the threes. He's one of those 3-and-D guys. Here's a three-pointer that's way too strong. Opsimer comes, almost lost it. I think he expected it to hit the rim, and it didn't, and just ricocheted off of his arm. But he's able to gather it in. Here's Rebant again. Rebant on the drive. Nice, good block. Great challenge by Hudson Hayes. It will stay down here with the Firebirds. We're all knotted up, 18 apiece. About halfway through the second quarter. The winner moves on. They get the gold ball, and they play in the Final Four tomorrow.
If I'm HEA right now, I was thinking, how can we get the ball to either 35 or 32? Can we get some? Preferably, I think get something inside. But he's a good shooter.
Oh yeah, yep. Well, you got the number right. I mean, 35 is right there. I haven't seen him go to Markowitz a lot, but I mean, also HSA has that unique challenge for them of being able to match up. They got several bigs down there. Oh, on the drive, Markowitz challenged. But a crafty little move by Hudson Hayes. He's got 8 now.
And nice play with that left hand, able to put it nicely off the window.
They're going to call Opsimer for the travel there. I think he thought about stopping, thought about doing the jump step, and kind of did both, and they ended up getting called for the turnover.
Yeah, that was good defense. Looked like he had an advantage for a second, and then it was no more.
Good recovery. McCrate going to bring it up now. His team up 2.
Look how much spacing HSA is keeping on this floor. They've got 5 out, pass and cut. Oh man,
Miscommunication.
there.
Yeah, exactly.
But it worked. That previous possession, it worked really well with McCrate, able to he had so much space to play with when you got the court so open.
They are Dallas. I mean, we saw them last night and played a little bit differently, but this game they seem really intent on setting things up. They're not really rushing things at all and just going to wait until they get the shot that they want. Opsimer for 3 again. Cannot connect. Rebound off to HSAA. 2018 lead. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. McCrate looks over for instructions. They call the play. Now we're seeing some motion. Man, McCrate just got such a fast first step. Here's a shot by Toller off the right side. Battle for the board. Markowitz.
And he cleans a defensive glass.
Firebirds on the attack. Ellis Blair gets it over to Anderson Blair. Out top to Rebant.
Nice look.
Oh, finds Blair down low. And what a block. Tyson Davis with the recovery, but the Firebirds maintain possession.
We've had a couple of those already this game.
Markowitz with the pass. Blair going to kick it back. Here's a 3 by Rebant. In and out. And a rebound comes off to Toller for Dallas.
Still a really good offensive possession there from HEA.
Angels on the attack. Oh, he thought about the 3 and decided to kick it out. Here's a 3, though, from his teammate who can makes it count. Hayes, Hudson Hayes again, his third 3-pointer. He's got 11 now and a 22-18 lead for Dallas. Firebirds need an answer. Rebant. Over to Blair. Here's Opsimer. Opsimer again from deep. Got it. He can shoot it. That's his second 3.
What's awesome to see is as we get deeper in this tournament, we see this level of basketball just continue to rise. I mean, how about this? Both sides offensive schemes here.
Love that Opsimer was right there. He'd missed several in a row, but not afraid to shoot again. And then this time Toller, that one was online, but rolls off and into the hands of Markowitz. Here we go. Firebirds once again. Here's Blair, left wing. Got it.
Big time shot.
Anderson Blair with his second 3. Once again, we're seeing the variety of shots and shooters that they have on HEA. That's 3 different players this quarter with 3s. They had 4 in the first quarter. Here's a drive by Hayes again. He stopped. Back out top to McCrate. McCrate going to back it up. 46 seconds to go. This is what they did last quarter. Milked the clock a little bit and then got the 3 in the corner.
HEA has 24 points. 21 of them have come from the 3-point line.
And looked like a body call. Going to be called a reach-in on Ellis Blair. It's been a pretty clean game, too. They'll throw it in under their bucket. 31.7 to go. Into the game comes Daniel Bauer for the Firebirds. He replaces Blair, who just picked up that foul. Angels with the inbounds. That's where Hayes hit that corner shot at the end of the first, and then that time he drives, and they say he slid his foot. Another travel called, and that's a turnover. Now a chance for HEA to build onto that lead. They had jumped in front with that 3-pointer, 24-23.
He's going to hold that out. We're going to control this clock.
12 seconds. Opsimer. Got to think he's going to try to get a shot off.
Yeah, he got the matchup he wanted.
Got the floater too strong. Markowitz on the other side, but he is fouled as he tried to put that back up and in. Man, when Markowitz sets up camp, he is tough to move from his spot. So dominant in the lane. He will get 2 more free throws.
You ever watched men's volleyball in the Olympics?
Yeah.
This guy's like the spitting image of all those Olympic volleyball players.
It's
like
true.
broad shoulders, 6'5", 6'6".
Yep.
Like they jump out the gym.
Yep, and he can jump like multiple times in a row. He's got that quick second jump. First free throw is good. He's only got 2 points now, but a bushel of rebounds to go with it. He'll get one more. 3.4 seconds to go. It's a 2-point lead for the Firebirds. Trying to pull their second upset in as many nights. Free throw's good. Here come the Angels. 3 seconds left. McCrate from half court puts it up. No good. And that's how it will end. It's 26-23. The HEA Firebirds coming in as the 3 seed, trying to win their gold ball in boys 18U 5A. We will be back with the second half of action. Go take a break, get a drink, and then we'll hope you join us in about 5.
When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it.
Welcome back to second half action here in this boys 18U Class 5A gold ball game where the HEA Firebirds have come back to take a 26-23 lead. They are the 3 seed over the 1 seed Dallas HSAA Angels. Scott Staten bringing it to the action to you here. Travis Williams and also Jesse Sanders. And we've had a good one so far. We've been able to have some really great games today, some good action. And things are starting to become more clear as we're filling out these brackets. And HEA right now coming off their big upset last night of the MHEA Eagles, trying to pull one more off to claim a gold ball and a spot in the Final Four for boys 18U. That time, I think that was Blair, is Ellis Blair on the drive, spun his foot there and was called for the travel. 26-23. Dallas was in the lead for most of the first half, and then right at the end, HEA kept hanging around, and then they've hit 7 3-pointers this game. 21 of their points have come from the 3-point line, and that has put them out in front.
And it's funny, watching their style of play, it's not like they're the Rockets from 7 years ago that's all 6'5" and under and just jacking threes. Like a lot of it's inside and out. Like it's just coming out of playing good basketball.
Yeah.
You're getting into the paint either off a penetration or a post feed.
Yep. And they've got the height, too, to be able to compete with this Angels team that's just loaded with some height and some size.
Yeah, I'm not sure who has the advantage inside. Both teams, you can see there's four good-sized bodies out here, 2 for the Firebirds and 2 for HSAA.
Opsimer had just hit a 3, tried to sink another, but not able to connect that time. 6:47 to go. Still stuck at our halftime score, 26-23. Here's a 3 that's good, and I spoke too soon. Xavier Carter, that's his first 3-pointer of the game. He's got 7 now total, and we are all knotted up again at 26. Firebirds on the attack. Rebant. Drops it off to Blair.
Man, risky little handoff there.
Yeah, it was.
Glad that didn't come back on him.
Opsimer lowers his head and draws the contact foul. I think that's going to be called over on Hayes, number 22. That'll be his first.
You can tell HSA scouted him quite a bit. As soon as he's putting the ball on the floor, man, they are sending a crowd his way.
They are. There he is, and he walked that time. Tried to hesitate. Gets called for the travel. Turns the ball over. 3 different players on the Angels right now with 2 fouls, so they're going to have to watch that as the game progresses. Here comes McCrate, bringing it over the timeline for the Angels. Dallas in the white uniforms, HEA in the black. Here's a 3 that is short. That time he had connected a couple times. Hudson Hayes, he had 3 3-pointers in the first half. This time it's Carter again, 2 in a row. He's got all 6 points for Dallas, and now they lead. Almost came up with the steal there. Here's Blair in the corner. His shot is too strong. Markowitz on the other side, and ball comes off the hands of either him or Ellis Blair. It will go back to the Angels. 10 points for Xavier Carter. He pretty much operated inside the first half, but this half it's all outside. And there he is on the drive, blocked by Markowitz. What a strong defensive play. Opsimer up to Rebant, being followed by Blair. Blair's going to drive the baseline, and then he's going to be called for the travel. Took off before he dribbled the ball. Got a little excited there, and he gives up the ball with the turnover.
That's our third highlight-worthy block of the night. We've had 2 pretty aggressive pins on the glass, and that one, I thought that was going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, we've got some really good post defenders down there. Markowitz, Carter, Davis. I mean, when you take it in and you go in, if you're going to just loft it up there, be ready for a hand. Yeah, because they are all over the place. Dallas
get into the body. That's one thing coach would always work with me on. I was not a above the rim player going to dunk on somebody.
Right.
So if you've got that in your skill set, great. If not, you've got to learn to get into the defender's body to take away that leaping and that length.
Absolutely.
That they've got on you. And that's both of these teams. They've got a couple of guys that pretty serious rim protectors for the high school level.
Yeah, and it kind of goes against your natural instinct. You see something big and you kind of avoid it.
Right.
But you're right. The only way to really give yourself an opportunity is to go straight into it.
And you've got to do it when they're on the ground.
Yeah.
If you meet them in air, you're in trouble. But you can get into their base before they've left the ground. You neutralize that athletic advantage.
It's like any of the bigs I played with. If you hit them in the air, you're going to be on the ground.
Right.
You're not going to be in the air very long. After that timeout, 29-26.
Off the last inbounds play, HSA ran a cool little elevator action to get Hayes that open three, ended up missing it, and Carter got the second three on it. Did you see what happened?
No, I did not see what happened. There's some discussion there with the official and
Ellis Blair.
I'm not sure, but they're going to go ahead and keep playing there. Maybe a clarification on a question, or I'm not sure. Angels with the ball. Firebirds have yet to score. Just about 3 minutes into this one. They led it 26-23 at the half, but 2 3-pointers by Xavier Carter for Dallas. And now Dallas is up in front by 3. 5:08 to go. We've seen Dallas be very patient with their offense. Not in any rush. Here's Carter from the elbow this time. That time he was short. Rebound to the hands of Blair, Anderson Blair. And here comes the Firebirds. Rebound. Being guarded closely by Toller. Now here's Ellis Blair. Opsimer 3. Almost banked it in. No good. Diving on the ground is Toller and got a timeout that is called. Firebirds were hoping for a travel, but they give a timeout to the Angels. I think it's going to be a 30, so we'll keep it here if it's a 30. And it's going to be a timeout. Our own Jeremy Caldwell giving a little thoughts there to the official. We've had some playful fun with them this week, and very appreciative of them blocking that pass that was about to hit me again.
I know, Scott. You got to keep your relationship good with them because you're getting hit as soon as you start messing
Absolutely.
with them.
And one of the officials in this game, he saw that he was at the first game where a player threw it and it just slid out of his hands. Opsimer actually threw it and it hit me. And then the second day, he tossed it to an official in front of me, and the official wasn't looking, so it hit me again. And I said, man, I said nice things about you and everything, so hey, who knows. But he blocked it tonight, so I think we're in good terms now. All right, HSAA going to throw it in here. 4:36 to go in the third quarter, 29-26. Firebirds have not been able to put the ball in the bucket this quarter. Pretty low-scoring game. And then on the drive, that's going to be a charge. Definitely lowered his shoulder, Tyson Davis, but I think that Markowitz did a good job making sure the official saw it.
Yeah, Davis isn't the kind of guy that you'd really want to step in front of and take a full shot from. So that was pretty brave of him, but good play.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but those two have been banging all game, and I think that was a good read. He kind of saw, okay, I know where he's going. He's going to lower this shoulder and try to power up for a jump hook.
That's basketball smarts for sure. Rebound. Got to try to do something to get the ball in the bucket here. He drives off the glass. Markowitz. Oh, man, he is so active on the board. Somehow came down with the ball.
He does something so well. I see a lot of bigs. They're often late. The reactions are slow.
Right.
His hands are up at all times. And so he was not actually in a great position for that rebound. He's almost kind of buried under the backboard because his hands were up and he's active. He created an offensive rebound out of not a great position. That's a really – it's a skill set that's difficult to teach.
Yeah.
Some guys kind of have that knack.
Yep. Absolutely, he does. He just got a nose for the ball. And he was a good player last year, but you've really seen him develop this year, just become stronger and just really be able to impact the game with his just a high activity level down in the paint.
Yeah, he's probably got, I guess, unofficial, I think 7 or 8 rebounds already.
Oh, yeah, I would think so. Here's McGrate. Oh, dumps it down low. Oh, once again bothered inside that time. Davis
got a piece of it.
Markowitz with the block. Here comes Opsimer. Trailing by 2. Still no field goal, just 1 free throw. And then in the other end, a block by Hudson Hayes. They're going back and forth. Dallas and HEA, what a great matchup. 2 evenly matched squads just trading shots.
I think I just heard a mom from behind me say we need to make our shots.
Yeah, that usually helps for sure. And that's something that the Firebirds have not been able to do this quarter.
It does.
Here comes Opsimer. working on Hayes, who just had the block, and then they're going to call him. The official shook his head. Hayes was wanting him to call an offensive foul, but the official explained, said, no, you're reaching in. That's going to be Hayes' second foul. Opsimer will be the trigger man here, as he will throw it under the basket. Markowitz going to work. Oh, lost the ball, chases it down, and we threw it in. There's a right to McGrate. Now here come the Angels on the attack. All the way in is Carter.
Man, Carter, that was so smart. He just went straight at the rim.
Yep.
Didn't matter if the defender's there or not. He knew he's going to the line. It's either 2 free throws or an and one.
Looks like the foul's on Ellis Blair, and if that's correct, that's his third. He's a crucial player.
Man, he's got himself a good little body of work here. 9 points. No, sorry. 12. He's at 12, about to be. Oh,
Missed the first. Yeah, going for 11 here. On the other side, Ellis Blair, the senior leader, getting in some foul trouble. He's going to have to be very careful here in these last few minutes of this quarter. Second free throw is good. Xavier Carter with 11. Lead is back up to 3. 3:28 to go. Firebirds with the ball. Rebant takes it over the timeline, being guarded closely by Rodney Hunt Jr.
he's wanting to get to that left. Nice kick out.
Here's Blair for 3. A little short, but the ball comes right back to him. He kicks it to Rebant. Rebant says, I'll take it from there. His shot is short. Here come the Angels. Look like both of them didn't really have enough time to step into their shot there.
Nice pass.
Oh, beautiful bounce pass, but Markowitz there with the block, but he is called for the contact. Foul on Markowitz.
Carter could have pulled that up in transition. You know, he had a B or a C shot and decided to show some maturity, held it.
Yep.
Created a much better look for his team.
Yeah, great find. Here's Hudson Hayes. 2 shots for him. Missed the first. He has 11 points on the day, tied with Xavier Carter for the team lead. He'll get one more try. 3-point lead, 3 minutes. Man, points have been tough to come by, and it's not just because they're missing shots, but the defense on both sides is very aggressive. Second shot is good.
And Scott, that's what I was just about to say. Both of these teams struggling with the defense from the other team, and that's how both these teams got to this game is by shutting down the teams that they played against.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Trellis, and they are definitely making it difficult. Nothing easy tonight.
Look at his ball pressure, man.
That's crazy. Braylon McCrate. I mean,
and that's dude, he's doing that without hands on. He's open chest, moving his feet.
It's almost like a piggyback ride, man. He was so attached. Close miss there by Opsimer. But it goes back to the Angels, and now McCrate will set things up. Under 2.5 to go here, third quarter. It's a 4-point lead, which doesn't sound like much, but that's a pretty large lead in this game. Here's McCrate just inside the 3-point line. No good. Rebound.
The
Going to
challenge,
push it.
if you're HEA, if you get down and you're having to chase, I would not want to be the guy chasing McCrate around.
Oh, nice drive. Opsimer just dumped it off to Markowitz, who puts it in for the easy 2. 31-29. 2 minutes to go now. That time Rebant really got that started. He got it, hustled it down to the other end. And then when Opsimer got in the corner, he was able to have a straight line drive into the baseline and just dumped it off to an open Markowitz underneath. 1:45 to go. Great. Thought about it. Now he'll back it out again. They've done this the whole game. They're content to stop, look for the shot they want, reset. Great gives it up to Hunt. Hunt on the drive, rolls out all the way around and in. Wow. Shooter's touch. And the foul.
I mean, that's his first point on the night. And watching that play, man, you might think he has 20. I mean, he saw that. And he just went, man, I'm going to the rim.
What a burst of speed.
Yeah, Rodney Hunt's a guy that in yesterday's game, it took him a while to get in the game, but as soon as he gets in, he makes an immediate impact.
Yeah, it's like a microwave. 3-point play, puts the lead at 5 now. That was a burst of speed, too. Man, that first step is almost like they lulled him to sleep, and then he just took off.
And same thing. Look at this on-ball defense.
Rebound. Thought about the shot, kicks it to Opsimer. 3, strong, no good, and a great job boxing out on Markowitz. He could not get to the ball. Here's a corner 3, Carter. That one's no good. Ball fought for, saved by Blair. When he throws it in, almost stolen away. Here comes Opsimer behind the back. He's going to keep things going, and now they settle it down. 48 seconds to go.
Huge possession here.
Firebirds down by 5, and on the drive, Rebant draws the foul on Dallas. And that's going to be 2 shots because that's the 5th foul. Not sure who that foul was called on. And as long as it wasn't on one of their players with 2 fouls, it won't really be much of a concern. Here's Rebant for the first free throw. Oh, it rattles out. He'll get one more try. 45 seconds to go here, 3rd quarter.
Every single free throw matters at this point in time in the game.
Second one's good.
Needed that. It's only 4 points for HEA this quarter. Good to see that one go down. They've been a little bit of a drought there offensively.
And like we said, part of that misses, and part of that, man, is just ferocious defense on both sides.
That ball pressure that HSAA is putting on is pretty serious.
The last time that HSAA held the ball like this, all of a sudden there was just a burst of speed from Rodney Hunt that resulted in a 3-point play. He's got to keep an eye on him. Here's McCrate. 15 seconds to go.
This is when if you're not guarding a shooter, man, you need to be on that lane line, being ready to help.
There's Hunt. Oh, knocked
Good
away.
D.
Great defense by Rebant. He's their stopper. Fake the bounce pass, too strong. Markowitz follows.
That is a huge play. And get a stop on one end.
Absolutely.
Take it down. Missed your shot, but Markowitz comes back with a big tip in. That's a 4-point swing right there.
That's one of their signatures. Rebant is known as their defensive stopper, able to knock the ball away from Hunt and then quickly the other way, and Markowitz with the follow-up rebound. And we got a game. 34-32. We head to the 4th quarter of this boys 18U Class 5A goal ball game. We'll be back with the final quarter after this. We head to the 4th quarter of action in this boys 18U Division I 5A gold ball game. And right now we got a close one. Dallas HSAA, the 1 seed, clinging to a 2-point lead over the HEA Firebirds out of Michigan, the 3 seed. It'll be the Angels throwing it in. Angels in the white uniforms. Firebird are in the black. Scott Staten, Jesse Sanders, Trellis Williams, and we've got a good one here. We're going to continue to see these guys trading shots back and forth. When one team gets a lead, the other fires right back, and seen some great defense, some great blocks. And this final quarter promises to hold a lot more of that. Here's McCrate. Angels. This has been their offense. Nothing quick. They wait till they get what they want. Here's Carter on the drive. That's just strength right there. Xavier Carter all the way in. He's got 13 now.
Yeah, there was no moving him off his line.
Nope.
He decided where he was going.
Oh, behind the back. Nice move there by Blair. McGrate was right in his face. Firebirds typically work the ball around until they can find a Something for Opsimer to either shoot or work to somebody else. That time his three's long. There's Markowitz, throws
Tough
it in.
rebound. Man, he's having a heck of a game.
Wow. What a presence inside. 10 points now for him, and got to have double-digit rebounds. On the drive, McGrate almost got that one to go.
His scoring is such a small facet of what he's doing. Man,
Yeah.
He's altering shots on defense. He's bringing a ton of energy. He's moving the ball well. Probably a couple blocks, a couple steals. He's putting together a heck of a game.
That foul was on Ellis Blair, and I believe that's his fourth. So coming into the game for him is going to be Daniel Bauer, as McGrate is at the free throw line now for Dallas. Sinks the first. He'll get one more. Lead back up to 3 now, 6:48 to go. Angels trying to be the second Big South team out of 2 games to make it to the Final Four. And he sinks them both. Lead back up to 4 now. Firebirds with Rebant. Bringing the ball up. He drives down the side, throws up the left-handed shot, no good. Markowitz was in there but couldn't get a hold of it.
Man, great change of pace, though. You see, he gave it a little slight hesitation about the elbow and enough to get his defender off balance. I think that's a shot he makes 7, 8 times out of 10.
Hayes came away with the board there. Now McGrate looks to his coach for instruction. Getting him where he wants him. Carter with the ball. There's a screen for him to shoot a 3. That is short, but it comes out long. Rebound to McGrate. That will keep the ball alive for Dallas. 6:04 to go.
Man, he about got another one right there.
That's
great ball.
Anderson Blair, and we got a 5-second
Got a
call.
5-second.
That's one of their calling cards. HEA, they are so solid on defense. And that time, able to get the 5-second call on defense, and they will get the turnover.
Coach over there at HSAA is giving him an earful. He does not agree.
Here's Opsimer. Back to Bauer, who will give it up top to Anderson Blair. Firebirds trying to find the look they want. Opsimer likes to start on the perimeter, and sometimes will drive, sometimes will shoot from out there. Ooh, Bauer thought about it.
Man, HSAA is doing a really good job on defense. Just watch.
They really are.
Even if one guy gets beat, the rotation and help is they're guarding as a unit.
Opsimer drives into the Angel defender and able to put himself on the free throw line. Yeah, you talked about that, and I think, guys, both of you would agree with this, that we're seeing 2 teams that are really disciplined. They know what they're doing. They know what's expected. They know their offense. They do the fundamentals right, and that's one reason they've made it this far.
Most definitely, and we saw that late in the game with HEA against MHEA yesterday, is they took that 8-point lead. MHEA roared right back and took the lead again. And then the Firebirds were able to pull out the game, and they didn't panic or anything like that.
Absolutely. Opsimer sinks both of them now. He's got 8 on the day.
Yeah, probably more of a quieter night for him, but he's definitely one you cannot lose track of him.
Yeah,
it could turn around and be a 15-point game here in just a couple possessions.
And that's exactly what happened last night. He was quiet, only had like 2 or 3 points heading into the final quarter, and then I think he had 9. And wow, another big block that time. And a whistle, though. Is that on the floor or is that on the shot?
I think they called that on Bauer. I guess that's 33. Yeah.
Yep.
Man,
Foul on Bauer.
if you're Bauer on that one, let him go. You're sending that guy into the teeth of your
right.
You got some rim protectors behind you. You erase that shot.
You like the aggression, trying to stick with your man, but you're right. Sometimes you got to play smart and say, oh, I'm okay. If he gets behind me, I know who's there.
And I know it's hard because you're trying so hard to keep your man out, and he beats you. Like, dang it, I'm gonna get this back. I've done it plenty of times.
Yep.
You're blessed to have rim protectors behind you, though.
Absolutely. First free throw is no good by Toller. Second one bounces out. That's big in this game. Just a 2-point game, and instead of being up 4, it's an opportunity now for HEA to tie or take the lead.
Man, this thing's been back and forth all night long.
Really good matchup.
Oh, they got a good a mismatch inside there. I'd get that thing into him.
Rebound, pump fakes, goes up and under and puts it in, tied up. He's a good player.
That's a big-time shot.
11 points now for Reban, and we are all tied up with 4:28 to go. The winner claims a gold ball and a spot in the boys 18U Division I Final Four, and the ball ricochets off the leg.
Oh.
Markowitz pleading that it was off of the Angels player. The officials are going to point to each other and talk. I think they're going to keep it down at this end. I'm not sure that any of them saw
this
who
one.
did.
This one you wish you had the replay. That should be HEA
I wish
ball.
we had the replay. We would go upstairs and rewind it. Send Jeremy over to do it on his phone or something.
No replays, no challenge. It does create for a more timely. Oh, Jeremy's pulling out the computer.
Yeah, I think they lit the blue light. All right, Angels are going to throw it in. Over in the corners, Carter. He's got Opsimer on him. That's a great matchup. Opsimer reached around from behind. Yeah, he got the foul there.
Yep.
He was beaten and he knew it, and I think he was content with either knocking the ball away or getting called for the whistle.
Yeah, if I'm HSAA, man, I put the ball in his hands with space. He is a handful keeping that guy out of the paint.
You ain't kidding. And got a timeout. So Dallas calls a timeout. Looked like he might have thought they were struggling to get the ball in. And so they used that one.
All right, what you drawing up here, Scott? 38-38, 4 minutes to play. Got ball on your baseline.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, what I feel like is they're going to Carter a lot, and I know he's really had a good second half. I mean, he's got 9 points this half, but I don't know. Trellis, what do you think? If it was me, I think I might kind of look and see if I can get one of my quick guards to be able to drive and then kick it out for a shot.
And it definitely seems like that'd be the case because you do have that quickness at the guard position to get inside. But it's interesting to see how these teams are going to strategize here down the stretch. Close game here at Drury.
Haven't heard from Hudson Hayes in a while. He's got 3 3-pointers all in the first half, so maybe they're going to work something up for him. McCrate will throw it in for the Angels onto their own basket. 4:16 to go. We are all tied at 38. Firebirds on defense. They're making sure everything's set at the scorer's table. And they are ready to go. Gets the ball into Carter. Carter with Opsimer on him. Man, that is a great matchup. 2 all-conference players, all regional players. Both having a strong impact on this one.
That's what I'm talking about, man. If you get down, you're having to chase McCrate around up top of the key. Good luck.
We already saw Hunt one time get loose and get a 3-point play, just burnt by everybody. Carter working the perimeter.
This is the difference with high school, no shot clock. So
here's McCrate, just tossed it up, but the ball bounces into the hands of his teammate. Dallas still has it with possession on the drive, and Markowitz with the block, and we got a whistle. And I think they're going to call Markowitz on that.
Yeah, I think on the pass off, though. I think it's still.
Well, the official's looking right now. 32, yep, he's going to call it on Markowitz. That's his second. Markowitz, of course, didn't agree. He felt like he just got ball there, but the official that called it on the backside said, nope, you got body too. Angels, it feels like they've done this 3 or 4 times in the last 30 seconds. And inbounds from that side. Here's the shot. 3-pointer, too strong. Hayes could not connect that time. And then on the rebound, a reach-in foul going to go on the Angels. I think that was on Isaiah Sanders. And that is his 3rd foul of the game. Ball goes back to the Firebirds. 3:23 to go.
Team foul count. Next foul on HEA puts HSAA to the line. So it's 2-4 in the foul count. That's and a tied-up game with 3 minutes to play. That will come into effect.
And that it would definitely affected the game last night. I mean, that was one of the ways the Firebirds were able to pull off that win. Here's Opsimer, spots up the 3, rattles out.
Got all over the rim.
I thought he had it.
That is the type of shot you wanted, though. Having your top scorer being able to get an open 3 there.
Absolutely. Good look, too. Hudson Hayes came down with that big rebound. 2:47 to go. Still tied.
Yeah, neither team are in a hurry. They're moving it around, trying to find their advantage.
Discipline. Both teams discipline.
Oh, man, they got to switch. They want that matchup. Carter's calling for it. Oh, yeah. Markowitz says, no. We'll switch that back.
Carter over
Tough
Markowitz.
shot.
Wow, that was a really tough shot because that was the matchup that HEA wanted, but he's able to sink it in. Boy, he's having a game.
But again, that's good offense, good defense. That's, guys hitting a contested fadeaway.
15 points now for Carter. He averages 20 a game. Firebirds down by 2. 2 minutes to go.
Every possession matters, man.
Here's Opsimer on the drive. Little floater.
Man.
No good. He gets it. Markowitz is right there, and a grab by Carter, I believe. That the foul will be called on. That will put Opsimer at the free throw line. Great follow.
Man, a lot of guys would have stopped and complained. I got knocked on the way to the rim. My arm got grabbed on the first shot. He stayed with it, probably played through 2, could have been fouls, and gets rewarded with that third one. That's way to stick it.
Absolutely.
Stick with it.
Looked like the foul was called on Sanders, and that's his 4th, according to our book. As Opsimer sinks his 3rd straight free throw, he's got one more, and this one would tie it up if he can connect with 2:01 to go.
And Sanders, if you looked at the box score, you're not going to see a bunch of points for him. But, man, he is every rebound, every box out. He's giving them a ton of energy.
Absolutely.
It's not going to show up in a stat sheet.
Absolutely. 2:01 to go, guys. We are all knotted up. I mean, there are games that you can just tell when you look at it before they start, this is going to be an evenly matched game, and it has lived up to it. Both teams, it's almost just like blow for blow. Like it's like a heavyweight fight where you don't know who's going to win this thing. Nobody's running away with it. They both are landing punches, getting blocked shots, hitting threes. But
right, this is it's truly anybody's game.
Truly anybody's game. Firebirds, man. With what they did last night, to think that they're going to have another one of these gut-wrenching games where it's going to come down probably right down to the end.
And then do I have this bracket correct? Does the winner of this one play PT Warriors, who we just saw earlier?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yep.
And on the other side, looks like we see
the next 2 games coming
Thesa.
up.
Who's Thesa squaring up with next?
They square up with the Tennessee Heat, I do believe.
Tennessee Heat, okay.
And so you're talking about a situation, folks, where PT Warriors, Fort Worth, right outside Dallas. We got Dallas HSAA. We got Thesa Riders from Fort Worth.
They're doing something well.
Yeah, that area is producing some pretty high-level homeschool basketball.
Game after that one will be then the Wichita Warriors and the Red River Rattlers. So going to be some really good games still on the docket. Here comes Hunt, brings it over the timeline. Under 2 minutes to go. We are all tied up. The winner gets the gold ball and the spot in the Final Four.
I think they're going to try to get this ball to Carter. All right, let's see it. He's got his ISO on the wing.
Carter and Opsimer, they're going at it
he's
all
going
game.
Dribble drive.
Markowitz stays on his man, but he also backs off to kind of help in the paint there if Carter were to get free. McCrate, 1:24 to go. Dallas taking their time, looking for what they want.
I think Coach may want to hold for the last shot here.
Oh, ball knocked away.
Man.
Opsimer from behind. He gets away with it, stops,
That was a
hesitates,
huge
puts it
play.
in.
Opsimer, man, talk about creating something out of nothing.
Their defense, before he got called on the reach in, and that time he adjusted just a little, so he got all ball. Here's McCrate. Down by 2 now. On the drive. Hayes up and
finish.
in.
What a shot.
Back and forth we go. We're tied again. 50 seconds to go. Firebirds with the ball.
The body control on that was very impressive.
Rebound. And we got a whistle and a timeout by HEA. They're going to talk this over. What a game, guys. 42-42.
All right, Trellis, where you going? 42-42. Your
Listen,
ball. Whose hand you putting it in?
Listen, I'm playing it to Opsimer.
Okay.
I mean, listen, his power to the basket is tough for anybody to handle, including HSAA, and so I'm going to him, but I'm keeping my options open because for the HEA Firebirds, you got guys on the court that can knock down outside shots too, and if one of those pop out open, you might want to take that because that's been effective in this game.
Yeah,
4 different players on the HEA roster have hit threes, so you got that, and you also have the luxury of if you go in and if you take a shot, you know you've got Markowitz in there, you've
About
got
to
a
say.
pretty good opportunity to get a second chance.
Be interesting to see
40.9.
if they try to hold for the last shot here, or if they're just going to see if they get an open one, do they take it?
They could definitely do it. That's going to put a lot of pressure on the ball handlers, but
I would not play with these HSAA defenders. You don't want to be crossing that thing open. Any change of direction dribble, that should be a shoulder between you and the defender.
they extend their defense. Carter out near the logo.
I like this read. Rather than keep those little guards up top. HSA's got such good on-ball guard defenders.
20 seconds.
And if you're Dallas HSA, this is exactly what you want to do right now.
Game on the line, and they know they can give up a foul, too.
Oh.
And that time they got him for the body. And the reach in.
So I think they still have – is that third team foul?
Still 2 fouls to
Yeah,
give. Not
doesn't
the
hurt 'em.
worst foul ever, but they didn't want it to be called.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt him, though.
It doesn't.
So the scoreboard now says 14
okay,
fouls
so now-
on each because that's what I
Oh.
thought too. And that's also third foul on Carter. So timeout. They're going to talk it over. HSAA's coach pleading his case. Apparently he didn't want that foul, even though it gives them an opportunity to kind of reset, I guess, and that's maybe what he didn't want. He wanted him to have to just deal with.
I think some precedent is being laid. I think this is strategic.
Yep.
Just letting the refs know they missed one.
42-42. The winner moves on to face the winner of our previous game, Dallas HSAA, trying to be that team to do it, but it is HEA Firebirds with the ball and a chance to win this one. PT Warriors waiting in the wings. In the Final Four, this 5A gold ball at stake. Here we go. Inbounds to Opsimer. He looks at the clock. 11 seconds. Guarded by Carter.
Not get a hand check here. Guard
Opsimer.
without fouling.
Dribbles. Goes around his defender. The floater rolls in.
And
They're going to give him a
They
little
got-
bit of time.
they got the timeout.
Man, that was a big time move.
Wow.
That was a big time move.
Wow.
What a cool cat.
8 points this quarter. He did what he did last night. He saves his best for last, and his best for last is good enough. Right now, they're up 44-42. We're going to see how much time they put on the clock. Angels coach pleading for 2 seconds, but I think it's going to be less than that. When I glanced up, to me, it looked like it was about 1.7,
That's
something
what
in that
I
area.
was going to say 1.7, 1.8. He's asking for 3. I don't think he's getting 3.
Well, why not? I mean, worst
You
they
go
can do
for
is
it.
say no,
That's
right?
right, man.
I mean, ask for 10. What? Why not?
Hey, it never hurts to ask.
Hey, Trellis, props, man.
Yeah.
You called it.
You did call it. Fantastic. We're going to
Yeah.
let you coach.
That's
I know.
right.
I think I'm a genius for picking that one out, right?
No one else would have done that.
But just his ability to protect the basketball was huge too.
Yeah.
Because that on the ball pressure is so tough from HSA.
Did you see, too, Markowitz was there waiting. I
Right.
mean, he was right there for the
I see you,
putback.
Scott, trying to get you some love, too.
That's
I feel
right,
you.
buddy.
I feel
That's
you.
right.
I feel you.
All right. They give him 1.6. We were close.
Hey, 2-point game. You got some athletes here. If they've got a guy with an arm, man, you can get that ball up court. You've got with 1.6, you've got at least time for a dribble and a shot.
Yep.
So I'd get that ball in the air. You know, there's been a lot of games have been changed in less time
Oh,
than this.
for sure. And you have height. I mean, just look at the college game this year. You know I'm going to bring Kentucky into this. That LSU game, it wasn't supposed to go to Marino, but he was the tall player on the court, so he caught the ball and just turned around and shot it.
Correct, and I believe it's after a made bucket, so he can run the baseline.
Yep, I think you're
He
right.
can run the baseline here. This is where, I mean, you watch college games now. You'll see guys line up in these like college, like football routes. Looks like
Yeah.
wide receivers. So they're not doing that here.
Yep, he just told him. He's got the run of the course there. 1.6 to go.
I'd put that up in the air.
Angels need some last second, and then we got another timeout. Boy, they're doing – it's a chess game right now
I'm
between the
calling this.
coaches.
I'm saying ball up the middle of the court to Davis, and Davis drops to Carter. You got a 6'5" athlete in the middle. I'd
Yep.
get that ball up high for him.
Yep.
to either Carter or Davis than to get it to one of your guards for a shot.
Do you have enough time to make a pass to another guy?
I do. I think. It's got to be a tip.
Quick tip.
It's got to be a tip,
and he's got to have the trigger ready.
If it's not, otherwise you're having to catch, come down and shot yourself. But if you kind of run like an old flea flicker, it comes in the middle, the guy's scooping through.
Did they go for the win here, or did they just go for two, just trying to get it to the bucket?
You're covering 94 feet, so I think whatever shot you get,
right.
it just
take it.
One thing is, it seems like maybe if you throw it up to Carter, and Carter can get it like immediately, because he will be
too.
And he'll be able to shoot over anybody.
The one problem you do have is you have Markowicz back here. You got athletes on the other side as well.
Again, we've talked about they just match up perfectly, both teams. So it's not really an advantage with the height either way, but we got jumpers on both sides. I mean, you got the dunk champion over on the Firebirds. So
now the thing that, man, if I'm HEA right now, what I'm preaching to them, a foul kills us. So like you're in the bonus now.
Right.
So you try to go for a steal and get a loose ball foul. You're sending this thing to overtime.
Yep.
So it's, you want to be aggressive, but do not foul.
And as a Kentucky fan, Leitner shot. I was going to say, do you put a person on him? It looks like they're going to put maybe Markowicz on the throw-in.
Hey, Davis was just doing some practice jumps over here on the sideline.
Wow. Get ready.
I think it's going up high to Davis.
What do you think of this? Markowicz, the big man, on the throw-in. Going to try to provide some, distraction or ricochet the ball somehow.
And with McCrate throwing it in, that might be very effective.
Here we go, 1.6 seconds. Dallas needs a miracle. They toss it up, half court. He caught it. Ball loose. Rebound throws it up. Oh, and he hit the shot.
Rebound made the three.
And it counted. The final score will be. Can you imagine if it was tied and that happened? It doesn't matter. The result the same. And the dream continues for the HEA Firebirds. 47-42 over the HSAA Angels. They advance to the Final Four and claim the boys 18U Class 5A gold ball. What a game. We will end this one here. Coming up, more guys 18U basketball action. It'll be the Tennessee Heat and the Thesa Riders after this break.